such a thing even possible? Yes, it is.
What's going on, guys? Back again, finally, for another episode of Solo Survivor. And this footage is from quite a while back, right after the Double Dungeoneering XP weekend. So I picked up a longbow sight, and I noticed I had 200k tokens just left lying around, as you do. So I figured, I think it's time that we get chaotic for the series, so I got myself Chaotic Longsword, which is pretty good decision, I think. Just because slash weapons, they do come in handy quite a bit. I'm not sure how often I can actually use it though on all the bosses, just because there's quite a lot weak to mage nowadays. So after I got that, I decided to head down to these cockroach looking bastards and see if I could pick up some rune drops, because I know they drop rune fairly often, and that's good for alching, and that gets me a whole bunch of cash that I can use for runes. But it turns out they drop pretty well shit, and they're infested with bots, so that was a no-go. So with that being a bit of a bust, I didn't really have anything in mind for rune at the time, or anything to make decent cash. So I figured I might as well head down to Towerley Dungeons and hit up the Black Dragons there, see if I can get some Black Dragon hides. And was that guy just slaying with just a regular black mask? I haven't seen one of those in ages. That's weird. Usually you just see the full helmet. But anyway, went to the Black Dragons, and of course, there's a ton of people there. Which I guess I should have expected, because there's people at pretty much every single monster worth killing these days. So I figured I would head to the only other place that I know that has black dragons, which is the Evil Chicken's Lair over there in Zarnis, Zimbabwe, one of those things. So I headed along, and the whole reason I was going to Black Dragons anyway was just to get the Black Dragon Hide range armor, because I don't have any yet on the series. And of course I spotted a cheeky little snowman penguin. Of course they aren't snowmen anymore, because that was weeks ago. I do apologize for the footage only being released now, but I have been working quite a bit. Anyway, kill these conveniently placed chickens, which it was for the longest time that they didn't have those there, and that was back when the Draconic Visage came out, and I had to keep killing chickens and lumbers just to get in here to try and camp black dragons in the hopes of getting Draconic Visage to make my own DFS, which I finally got after a couple months and a lost ranger set. Thank you, lag. Anyway, so I started killing these things, and they are really, really not weak to melee at all. So I was using my CLS and abilities and all that, and doing pretty well crap. And yeah, I do end up getting fair few hides, but it does take quite a bit of sharks out of the pool, which is never a good thing, because I don't really want to have to go and fish a whole bunch more. But I will anyway, because that's all going to be done from scratch. And I also just now realized, recording this, that with the exponential armor update, Black Dragonhide actually isn't that great, and neither is Rune. Which means I'm going to have to do a ton of barrows and actually get some decent equipment, as in like full RMs and full Krills, and then hopefully Virax, but any other set would do, I guess, or even just pieces from any other set. So I finished up the Black Dragonhide chaps and body. We got our sighted maple shield bow, which does look pretty badass. It looks much less like a lobster tail when you put the sight on it, and actually looks like a little shield. And what I have in mind for the next little update is something to do with anti-fire